and where we come together for some great entertainment and hospitality. But the reason we're talking publicly this morning is to emphasize the safety factor. There will be thousands of individuals. As a Houstonian, I've watched the fireworks from nearly every angle that you can imagine. In the back of a pickup, off of Memorial Drive, to hanging off a bridge on Memorial Drive, to tents, to office buildings downtown, looking out from our towers. So all I can say is let's have fun. We will come together as Houstonians. We have our first responders, our chiefs, our safety emergency center director, Tom Munoz. I could go on and on. The people that have been drilling for this have years of experience, so I feel very comfortable with the special events, Susan's leadership, that it's going to be a wonderful experience. We thank our sponsors, certainly Shell, Silver Eagle, Dr. Pepper. Wouldn't be able to do this without their corporate goodwill, so I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I've watched it from about every angle and opportunity, but tomorrow will be a first for me to welcome Houstonians as the mayor and say, be safe, stay hydrated, don't drink too much alcohol, be patient. I'll remind myself of that. But it's such an opportunity to enjoy with your friends and family and fellow Houstonians. So thank you, Susan, for allowing us, and I will yield to our first responders who have the firsthand information. I was told by the emergency center that projections are 110 to 113 degree weather due to the concentration and density of individuals and our pavement, our tall buildings. So be hydrated, be dressed appropriately, and have fun, and think before you act. So thank you for having me here today.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mayor. We appreciate you very much for your support. You know, right now we are implementing our safety plan. Right now we have had crews since last Wednesday on the site. We ensure that they're hydrated, as the mayor said. We split schedules, and part of this and so many other things, cooling areas for them to get to, they're implemented now, and we have been very successful. We expect that we will continue to be successful. But one of the things that I really love about this team behind me is they know every aspect of this event. We've been doing this show for years together, and it is their leadership and their focus on production and the patrons that attend that help us with a great safety plan. Please welcome my colleague, Acting Chief Larry Satterwhite.
Thank you, Director Christian, Susan. All right, so we'll start with wishing everybody a very happy 4th. This is a great day that we celebrate every year. It's a chance for family and friends to come together, to eat good food, and to spend time together, enjoy the summer. We're in the height of it, and it's an awesome time. We want you to think safety. We do not want any tragedies to befall anybody tomorrow or through the weekend. So obviously we count on you to think safety. I know that the Freedom Over Texas is the focus of this news conference, but I want to say that we actually have 4 large events happening tomorrow. Freedom Over Texas, without a doubt, the overshadowing largest event where we will have tens of thousands of people coming out to enjoy. But I will tell you that we also have an event in Kingwood, a parade in the morning, and we have the Star Spangled event at Millard Outdoor Theater tomorrow evening, for those that will be enjoying that. And of course, we have an international soccer game between Argentina and Ecuador at NRG Stadium. And everybody will be going out to enjoy all these events and others. So again, I want you to think safety. We will have hundreds of officers deployed. At Freedom Over Texas alone, we'll have hundreds of officers deployed, both plainclothes and uniform, out there watching, trying to keep everybody safe. Doing everything. The good news is we have no threats that we are aware of for tomorrow's event at Eleanor Tinsley Park, Freedom Over Texas, or any of the other events or anywhere in the city of Houston. So that's good news, right? But it's not always an absolute, because somebody could be doing something. Sometimes we have bad actors out there that we don't even know about yet because they're acting alone. So we can't see everything. We can't be everywhere, even with the hundreds and hundreds of officers that we will have deployed. And of course, my colleagues behind me and fire and everybody else that will be involved in this. Even also, I will tell you, federal, state, local, we have multiple agencies that will be out there. We still cannot be everywhere. So we count on you. The public is our partner in keeping everybody safe. So that's what I ask you to do. If you see something, say something. Suspicious activity, don't just let it go. Don't just write it off. Don't just think, oh, that's probably nothing. No, let us know. Give us a chance. It probably is nothing. Okay, probably is. But we want to know that. We want to run that down and make sure so that nothing falls, gets through the cracks, and anybody gets hurt. We want to get through. We want tomorrow to be all about celebration, all about good times, and nothing else befall anybody. Some other things the public can do for us tomorrow and through the weekend. We actually had a press conference yesterday on DWI, drunk driving, impaired and impaired voting. Because I have a whole bunch of colleagues that were with me yesterday that we did a press conference, and we will be out on the roadways tomorrow to try to keep everybody safe. But again, the public is our partner in this. Make good decisions. Don't drink and drive. Do not make that mistake that can take your life or someone else's and have that for the rest of your life. We have too many who have already needlessly lost their lives or been hurt on our roadways. Please help us with that and be responsible. I'd also say we are making a lot of calls to potential and actual drownings. Watch your family, watch your kids, please. Be careful when you're around bodies of water because these very quickly they can, you can lose sight on them, and we're in a dire situation. We don't want that. So we don't want that. We want everybody to be safe and enjoy. So please, these are the kinds of things that you can help us with. Hydration. Like the mayor, like Director Christian said, hydrate. And I'm sure my colleagues, Chief Pena and Chief Munoz behind me, will say the same thing. Drink a lot of fluid. Start drinking today. You prepare for that kind of heat tomorrow by drinking and hydrating starting today, and that prepares your body. So with that, I'm going to yield to my colleagues. Everyone have a fantastic holiday, 4th of July, and a fantastic summer. Thank you.
You want to mention the bullets that go up?
Oh, yes, sir.
Celebratory.
Well, yes, sir. I will say thank you, Mayor. There is no such thing as celebratory gunfire, okay? When you fire into the air, those rounds are coming down, okay? It's incredibly dangerous. Do not try to celebrate the holiday by firing your firearm into the air or anywhere else. We will be out there. We will be everywhere. It is against the law. We will file charges on you for that. But the most tragic thing is people can get really hurt, innocent people. Those rounds are coming back down. Whatever you fire, it's going somewhere. So please don't be the person to do that either. And we will be out in force looking for that too. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Larry. Next up is our Fire Chief, Sam Pena, to talk about the other very important subject, which is fire safety and health.
Thank you, Susan, and thank you, Mayor, for bringing us all together. And good to see you, Councilmember Davis. Thank you for joining us. Listen, the 4th of July is really a time to celebrate and acknowledge the independence of our country, right? But we want to encourage everyone, as this is going to be the overarching message, to do it safely and responsibly, especially when it comes to the use of fireworks, pool safety, grilling, and celebratory gunfire. And my partner Larry mentioned it, the mayor mentioned it. It's an issue that we see each and every year. Every year somebody gets injured, whether it's here in the city of Houston or other areas, as a result of celebratory gunfire. It is very dangerous. It's illegal. You can cause death or serious injury. So please be aware of that. In terms of fireworks, we get every year we get thousands of people that are ending up at the ER as a result of injuries from improper use of fireworks. Look, Freedom Over Texas, the Shell's Freedom Over Texas is a great event. It's a professionally run event. We encourage our community to seek out those professional events and stay away from the use of fireworks. A reminder that it is illegal to set off fireworks within the city limits. The fine can be anywhere from $500 to $2,000 if you're caught. If it's a minor, the parents will be held responsible for those. We want to encourage people, if you hear this or you see people using fireworks within the city limits, use the non-emergency number. It's 713-884-3131 to report that. Of course, if it's an emergency, if it's an injury, please call 911. In terms of water safety, if we're going to be in the pools, please be cautious with your children. We've had tens of near drownings already reported in this year. And so it doesn't take much. It's not like in the movies. You don't see the splashing around. It's silent and it happens quickly. Please be cautious. We mentioned about driving while intoxicated. Also, if you're going to be at the pools, have a designated person that is monitoring whomever's in the pool, especially young children, because it does not take long for a tragedy to occur. Celebratory gunfire, we talked about grills. If you're going to be grilling this weekend, please be cautious of how you dispose of those charcoal. Use those grills at least 20 feet from any structure. Take that charcoal, that used charcoal, put it in a non-combustible container, put some water in it before you dispose of it in the trash cans. Every year we get dumpster fires or we get trash can fires as a result of improperly disposing of our grills. Pets, make sure you remember your pets, especially this 4th of July, okay? That is something we don't think about. And here's one thing that I want to stress, and I left this to the end because I want to make a point of this. The greater Houston area is home to more than 300,000 veterans. Some of them may be dealing with PTSD. The smell, the sounds of fireworks can be something that triggers memories and causes anxiety in certain people. Please be considerate. Please be cautious of how you use it. Again, we encourage you to attend these professional production shows because, one, it ensures your safety. Susan, the mayor, everybody back here is prepared to ensure that you enjoy the day and do it in a safe and responsible way. So, look, we hope to see everybody out there. And, oh, one more thing, Mayor. We have a lot of activity in the Gulf, right? Please be weather aware. Monitor your news sites. Stay connected with Alert Houston. Please have a plan ready to go in case something visits us here in the next week or so. So again, happy 4th of July. We want to ensure that everybody does so safely, and I want to thank the mayor and the team for all the work that they're doing up here. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. And also equally important is our Office of Emergency Management. They are our eyes and ears for things that we might not see outside of our event site, and they're very much a part of our safety team. So please welcome my colleague, Interim Director Thomas Munoz.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Susan, for all the great work, Mayor. Thank you for all the support and all the colleagues behind me. This is an event that we have been planning for a long time, like every other special event in the city. We take all the approach of preparing for safety and for people's well-being to ensure a safe event. That's one of the first things that we focus on is what do we do? With that said, we are going to be activating our Emergency Operations Center at a level 3, which is increased readiness, right? What that means that all the colleagues and their teams, fire, PD, Public Works, Mayor's Office Special Events, Mayor's Office of People with Disabilities, we're going to be, amongst others, are going to be coordinating with our stakeholders to ensure the safety of everyone. In the event something should happen, we do have the resources, but we'll be monitoring carefully and be ready to react if something should occur. But at the same token, monitoring, ensuring the safety of everyone to take that mitigation approach effort that we've been planning for all year long. I can assure you that every square inch has been covered. We're working with Susan's team continuously to ensure the safety of everyone. As our colleagues have been mentioning, weather is going to be hot. And want to emphasize, hydrate, drink water. That's what we want to emphasize. Make sure you're aware of your surroundings as far as when it comes to weather, wearing light clothes. Please monitor that. Chief Peña and his team, along with Chief Satterwhite and their teams, are going to have those medical resources there. and the events that should occur. But I can't emphasize enough the safety and your surroundings, making sure that you're aware of the heat that's going to be taking place. It's going to be a fun event. We planned for that, but just make sure of the weather, hydrate. They also mentioned the storm. We're monitoring that too. Right now, it's looking good, getting away from us. So that is what we're monitoring as well. So our team is ready. We have been preparing. And once again, we want Houstonians to know, to feel safe, to enjoy what's been planned, and to ensure them that we are monitoring and ensuring their safety and well-being. Thank you, Susan. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. You know, so I think you got the message, right? We're prepared, but we also want the patrons of this event to be prepared. You know, the mayor mentioned wear light-colored clothing, sensible shoes. Don't come out there in heels, ladies. It's a crazy thing in a park and Allen Parkway. But be sure that you also wear hats, wear sunglasses, bring your sunscreen and apply it often. Bring your mosquito spray. We spray out there a couple of times before the event, but it's always smart as the sun goes down, mosquitoes are going to come out. We've also put more shade out on the site in areas that we can, misting tents all throughout this 1.5 miles of 5 entertainment zones. So just be smart. We know Houstonians are. We know Houstonians love to celebrate, especially the freedoms that we enjoy as Americans on July 4th. So please be prepared. Hydrate. A couple of things that we also want to remind you is what not to bring and what to bring. I've mentioned several things to bring, but what not to bring, do not bring lasers, do not bring fireworks, do not bring guns, do not bring coolers unless you need something for children, and other special need that you might have. We want you to bring an empty water bottle. Bring an empty water bottle because all throughout the site, we have water for you for free that you just go up and fill your water bottle, okay? Now, be sure you bring it empty, all right? We'll have to make you pour that out at the gate. And we have plenty of food, lots of diverse food on site, as well as beverages of your choice that you can purchase. So please, let's have a great, safe, fun, history-making, tradition-making July 4th at Shell Freedom Over Texas. Any questions? Yes, sir.
This is for the police and for fire. When it comes to illegal celebratory gunfire, will ShotSpotter be used to hopefully spot where this gunfire is coming from?
So, I mean, it's only in a couple of places right now in the city, and those are smaller areas, so if it picks it up there, then we'll respond. But the sad thing is that we have celebratory gunfire. That act is occurring all over the city. And so more likely than not, it'll be, if people engage in that, it'll be somebody else calling and saying they're hearing shots around them in their close proximity, and we'll be responding in that manner.
Thank you.
Yes.
Before we go any further, can we have a Spanish? Yes, thank you, Mary.
Buenas tardes a todos, mi nombre es Ana Carpenter del Departamento de Comunicaciones y voy a hacer un resumen rápido de todo lo que fue dicho por nuestro alcalde, Susan Christian, el jefe de policía y el jefe Peña del Departamento de Fuego. Estamos aquí para recordarles del evento de mañana de Freedom Over Texas para celebrar el 4 de julio, pero más que nada, todos los departamentos atrás de mí quieren recordar al público de mantenerse seguros en estas celebraciones. El jefe de policía nos recuerda que no solo hay un evento mañana, sino hay 4. Hay un evento en Kingwood, un evento en Pasadena, Freedom Over Texas, y también hay un juego de fútbol. Entonces va a haber mucha gente aquí en el centro de la ciudad. Entonces lo que tenemos que hacer nosotros para ayudar a la policía y ayudar a todos los departamentos de emergencia es que nosotros también ayudemos a cuidar de nuestras familias y de las personas que están alrededor de nosotros. Si ven algo, cualquier cosa que se vea sospechoso, por favor, repórtenlo. Hay un número que no es el 911, donde pueden reportar si ven uso de fuegos artificiales dentro de la ciudad, pueden reportar algún comportamiento sospechoso, pueden reportar si hay alguien introduciendo bebidas o si hay alguien introduciendo armas de fuego. El número es 713-884-3131. También este evento va a tener un espectáculo de fuegos artificiales mucho mejor de lo que ustedes pueden hacer en sus casas, y es profesional y es seguro. Entonces, por favor, no utilicen fuegos artificiales porque pueden causar fuegos, pueden causar heridas a sus familiares, al igual que ni se diga de las armas de fuego. Lanzar armas de fuego, balas que van al aire, van a bajar. Y esas balas que bajan pueden matar a alguien y ustedes ni se dan cuenta. Entonces eso no se permite, y sí hay cargos legales. Van a enfrentar consecuencias si los hacen. También recuerden a sus mascotas no les gustan los fuegos artificiales, manténganlos adentro de la casa. Y también el jefe Sam Peña nos recordó de los veteranos en nuestra ciudad. Hay muchos veteranos en nuestra ciudad que son sensibles a el sonido de armas de fuego, que también puede sonar igual que a los fuegos artificiales. Entonces, por favor, no lo hagan. Vayan aquí al centro y pueden ver fuegos artificiales producidos profesionalmente. Por favor, no traigan a los eventos láseres, fuegos artificiales ni armas de fuego, pero por favor sí traigan una botella vacía, porque dentro del evento de Freedom Over Texas va a haber lugares donde pueden rellenar sus botellas de agua gratis. Traigan sombrero para protegerse del calor, ropa holgada y, claro, repelente también de insectos. Cuiden de sus familias durante las fiestas en las albercas, porque desafortunadamente hemos tenido llamadas de ahogamientos. Tengan a alguien que esté supervisando a los niños en todo momento, y si vienen a las fiestas, por favor, estén conscientes de todos sus alrededores, de dónde pueden ir si es una urgencia, de dónde pueden ayudar, tener ayudos médicos, y dónde pueden conseguir agua si es que lo necesitan. Y ya con todo eso, por favor, diviértanse mañana, los esperamos, y va a ser un día de solo buenas memorias. Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much. And I also want to remind everyone, do not bring your pets. This is a 6-hour event that we plan for the humans in the family and not the furry friends in the family. Please don't bring your pets. Is there anything else? You know, I do think that I like your idea, Anna, I know you called it this because it was supposed to be, but I think it's a sponsorship opportunity for next year. Sombrero, think sombrero. Yes, sir, come on up.
Just one quick reminder, as the police chief mentioned, there's going to be various events, large events. Have a reunification plan with your family when you attend these events. Get a plan. Know where to meet in case you get separated. And again, we want to stress the fact that you need to be hydrated. Hydrate, 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 and have that plan. Let's do so safely. Thank you.
We're good?
Yes, so the question was if we have been taking precautionary measures. We have been monitoring the weather all week. Anytime we start seeing something forming that might impact us, we are monitoring that. As I said this earlier in my statement, it's looking like it's going to the south. However, we're always keeping a caution eye on that. We actually got off the call with the National Weather Service this morning to ensure that everything was good, but the short answer is yes, we are.
Very good.
Very much. Mary, did you have something else on another subject?
I'll get with the mayor, but I think we want to do it away from everybody else in the podium, if that's okay.
Okay.